We're going to create a simple animation today. It's for text animation, so making a little nice effects that you can do with your text that fly around or move around on your screen. First thing what we're going to do is going to click on ActionScript 3.0. Okay, you're going to change the stage size to 800 by 600, which I like using. So 800 by 600 there. Okay, now place that in the center of the screen so you can have a good look on what you're doing. Okay, what I'm going to do now is firstly click on the text tool. I'm going to write my first word in the middle of the stage. So my word is going to be welcome. Okay, adjust that accordingly so that it fits completely on the screen. Okay, and use the selection tool on the left hand side to maneuver that and place it right in the middle. Okay, so that's my text tool there. Got the welcome sign placed right in the middle. Okay, what I'm going to do also is change the layer and call that welcome. Okay, ideally it's better, we're going to have more than one word, so it's better to have each of these words on a different layer. That way if you do make a mistake or make an error, you can just change the error or correct the error on that one layer rather than having to do it for the whole layer. Okay, so I'm going to have my little welcome sign. What I'm going to do now is to go to frame 10, I'm going to insert a keyframe here. So I'm going to call it F6. Okay, or you can, if you can't, it's basically right click, insert keyframe, or you can push F6 on the keyboard, which is a lot more quicker. Then I'm going to go to keyframe 25. Okay, I'm going to push F6 again, and frame 35 and push F6 again. Okay, now that I've put my keyframes in place, what I'm going to do, okay, well, the reason I do this is anything I'm animating, I have 10 sets, 10 frames, doing a set of 10 frames. Okay, so anything I'm not annotating, where I just want to have it stable, don't want it to move, just fix on one place, I tend to do it 15. Okay, this is something I've just picked up. You don't have to do it. You can adjust the frame rates according to what you want to do, but just for this example, we're going to keep it as that 10, 15, 10. That way it stays in your head. Okay, but what I'm going to do now first is go to the first frame. I'm going to get my welcome sign. I'm going to move it off the stage, so it's completely off the stage. Then I'm going to go to frame 35, and I'm going to take it off the stage again. But this time I'm going to go on the opposite end. So I'm going to go to my left. I'm going to make sure it's off the stage. So now, if you press Control Enter to see what's happening. Okay. Hopefully, what should happen on the screen is it should say the welcome sign should just flash. Okay. Press continue. So as you can see, welcome sign appears, it disappears. Welcome sign appears, it's like a flashing effect. Okay, that's not the animation I'm trying to do. Okay, but if you want to keep it like that, well, it's up to you. But this is not what we're trying to achieve in this simple effects. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to frame number 1. We're going to right click and we're going to create a classic tween. Then we're going to go to frame anywhere, click between frame 25 and 35, right click, and then click on classic tween again. Now, if we press click and enter, let's just see what happens. Create a little animation. Just click OK there. Okay, as you can see, the welcome comes in, stays there for a second, then goes out. Okay, this is all about the timing. Remember, I said animation is all about timing. So in and out. Okay, we're not finished there. What we're going to do is now we're going to get it to fade in and fade out to have that effect. So what we're going to do now is go back to frame 1. Click on frame number 1, then click on the text. Okay, now as you see on your left hand side where your properties panel is, you've got the properties panel and there's an option that says color effect. What I want you to do is go to color effect, click on alpha, and then if alpha is on 100, I want you to change it to 0%. So it is 0%. Now that word has completely disappeared. Okay, so go to alpha. Go to frame 35, do the exact same again, click on the word, go to color effect, change it to alpha, and then on alpha, change it to 0. Okay, now that you've done that, press Control and Enter, you should have this effect where the text fades in and fades out. As you can see, fades in, slightly fade. Okay, as you can see it slightly, but text is fading in, fading out. If you do want to make it slower, you can slow it down and you can see it actually fading in and fading out properly. So that's your text fading in, fading out. So simple fading in, fading out effect. Okay, what you can also do there, okay, so that's the welcome sign. Next, what we're going to do is going to insert a new layer. Okay, we're gonna call this one welcome 2. We had welcome, now we're gonna have 2. So the word TO. Okay, we're gonna move that underneath. Now what we're gonna do, we're not gonna go to frame 1. We're gonna go on frame 35 because frame 35 is where the word welcome ended, and we're gonna insert a keyframe. Okay, there's nothing on this keyframe. Get the text tool. Insert a word, and we're gonna call this one 2. TO. Okay, make it, adjust the size if you wish to. I'm gonna make mine 250. Make it big. Place it where you want to. Change the color if you want as well. So I'm going to change mine to a nice blue color here. Okay, so now I've got the word 2 in the middle of my screen. Now what we're going to do again, just like we did earlier, we did 10, 15, 10. We're going to do those again. So at frame 45, we're going to press F6. At frame 60, F6. And at frame 70, F6. Okay, so now that we've got that, so what we're going to do now is go back to frame 35. That's the first frame in the for word 2. Okay, we're going to get this 2, and this time instead of going left or right, what we're going to do is going to take it to the bottom. We're going to move it to the bottom. Okay, and at frame 70 we're going to do the same. Move it to the top. Okay, now if we were to run it, okay, so we move that to the top, bottom. Okay, oops, forgot what. Okay, at the moment all it does is welcome. And 2 appears and disappears. What did we not do? We didn't put a tween in. So we're going to put a tween in here. Create classic tween. Create classic tween. Now if you run it, okay, the welcome kind fades in, fades out. 2 comes up, goes up. What we need to do is obviously the fading in and fading out. So we're going to go to frame 35. Click on 2. Okay, we're going to go to alpha. Going to change it to 0. We're going to go to frame 70 again. Go to alpha. Click on the word first. Go to alpha. Then click on, make it a 0. So now if we run it, just like before, got the welcome sign fading in, fading out. Got the word 2 fading in, fading out. So that is simple animation. Welcome 2. Okay. On how to fade in and fade out. What we're going to do in my next tutorial is how we can make words enlarge and drop from the sky, so you have that little dropping effect and increase effect. Okay, so that's going to be in my next video. If you look at one of my videos. Thank you. Bye.